everybody, Skipper here. Today we're going to take a look at the Avis 8840, but not just it. We're going to actually look at my cutouts on this little pretty thing, so you can see this is what it looks like before, and of course, I've got the 2 keys and the key card with it. And this poor little baby is going to make it to the cutter here pretty soon with my friend Tim Digby, who does the machining of the bodies for me, and he does an absolutely beautiful job on these things. As a matter of fact, let's just grab one and pull it right in so we can show you what he does. And of course, this is Tim's work. He will take it to a CNC machine, and he will just go to town with it. He will measure and do all this cool stuff so that the sidebars stay in, lock functions, everything falls just right in place, just perfectly. The lock opens smoothly, closes. You can just do whatever you want to with this little bad boy. And, it just works great. This is just the, of course, just a beautiful lock altogether. And Avis does a great job with this thing. And, my little thing is I just love to see how the internal things of these things work. So what I'm going to do is we take this. I take the core right out of it. Just see what I have right here. So I take this core, analyze it, and find out what's the best way to cut into this thing for this lock to stay totally functional and still work, so I can see everything working in here. And this is what we end up with right here. I end up with a Tim Digby body cutout from Digby Lock and Tool, and we get this little thing here, and you can see all these. These are just like the coolest little things that Avis does. I mean, look at this. Whoops, I hit my camera. I apologize for that, gentlemen and ladies. So anyway, you just look right here and you can see those gates. You can see those false gates. I mean, look at those things turning all the security in this lock right here. And they just fall right in, and then boom, that sidebar just pops right out of place. And then you can go right here, but man, you can just look right here and see, false gates, true gate. I mean, here's the true gates right here, and just the bidding on these things, and just, wow, it just phenomenal work here that Avis does with this thing. I mean, now you can truly see how everything falls into right here. I mean, look at this. 1, 2 false gates, two on this here, and then, I mean, it is just really, 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 really cool. The thing about this is having these cutouts is you can take this out. When you start to pick a lock, you have to take it and turn the disc all the way clockwise that you can get before you can start picking. And so, when you're sitting there looking at this thing here, you can look and see, all right, now I've got everything turned clockwise on this lock. And you can actually see right here, and yeah, by the way, that's a nice little pin tumbler pick here. You can leave them down in the comments if you recognize who makes it. Give this guy some credit because he makes some good stuff. So anyways, you can see right here, here's the sidebar right here, and you're going to pick, right in here, these false gates. That's a true gate. So, but you got, your true gate sitting right here on this lock right here. You can see it right there. You got 2 false gates here, 2 here that you're going to pick past, 2 here, and then that gate's all the way over here right now. You can see, I'm starting to slide it across so you can see. And same thing, you got 2 false gates here, so that one's pretty much already in its true gate. But if you go past it, that thing's going to fool you and sit there and say, whoa, wait a minute, what did I just do? I just got over here into another gate. And that's what makes these locks so secure with this Avis Plus core. Now, I'm going to have to line these things back up so this key can start to go in a little bit better. But anyway, that just works really good, with these things. So anyway, yeah, so let's see here. I still got another one to go into. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, I've got those discs. There we go. Popped into that last butterfly disc right there. Now we can get her open. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, these locks right here have 2 butterfly discs. One at the top, one at the bottom. You really can't see it that good on this one, but let me show you something you can. I'm going to take this one, slide this one right over to the side a minute, and then bring this right here. Now look at that right there. I mean, this is just one awesome piece of display tool right here. I mean, look at that. I mean, we've got an acrylic core right inside this thing, and I mean, this little thing just operates so smoothly. But what I love about it is you can see there's nothing blocking anything. You see 100% all the way through. Love this little thing. Yes, and I will be selling these pretty soon at LS Security on eBay. But if you look at that right there, I mean, wow. You can see your gates, false gates right in here. You can see that all the way through. You know, you just pop it across, you know, right there. And, you know, you can even see, hey, is this a lock I'm going to try to pick one of these days? And, you know, you can turn that right there all the way over with your disc turning right here. And before you get in here with your tool, you can sit there and say, hey, you know, we can, let's pop this little thing all the way into the bottom here. Let's get this in here and start turning disc. And then, you know, we can start seeing how we can find disc to manipulate in here. And like I said, we can turn that one disc. Like I said, you're just watching that acrylic core as it turns, and you can sit there and have fun. As a great learning tool with this disc, with this lock here. And right now I'm stuck on that disc with this pick, probably because I gotta do a few little things in here to navigate it. But as you can see, I'm pulling on a little bit with that spring. Anyway, we'll get this, and I'll show you one that will navigate it just a little bit better. This one's a little bit tight, but we can always go here and grab our nice little sparrow's pick, which will navigate that cord a little bit better, so that you can see how the disc turn inside of the inside that lock. Try not to block your view here, and it just happens to be at the wrong angle to where it's blocking your view. And so I'm trying to get this in here and manipulate this pick, and I got it settled in to the gap. I'm not even prepared to use this. I wasn't going to use this one in this video, and I just reached over and grabbed it. I'm prepared, just like somebody should never do. So anyway, you have to make sure you're all lined up in the center. Here we go. We can come up here and start grabbing a couple discs and start learning how to navigate this lock. I mean, you know, we're right here. We're going to grab that disc there. And, you know, you notice I twisted a little bit how it fell off that gate. So, you know, that's one of the things you'll have to learn when you start navigating this thing. But as you can see that disc turn there. You can see that disc turn there. We can sit there and grab this one and say, well, we know we need to put him right inside that gate here. And I just fell off that disc. See if I can't grab him back and put him right in where I need him to be, right there. Now, I'm not doing any tensioning on this thing, so I'm not feeling anything really on this core. I'm just visually looking at it right now, knowing what I've got to do to put those discs into place. And see, you can see that gate right there on that one. I'm going to just drop him right on top of there. Drop him. You know, we come back in and drop this one here. So, you know, those are some zero cuts on those. It needs to come back just a hair. This one needs to come back a hair. And that butterfly disc on the bottom is going to always be the tricky one for everybody. But you can see a little bit of it with that acrylic core. You can see that black strip down at the bottom. I grabbed the wrong disc. So anyway, we can try to get in there and grab him. And then same thing at the top. You can barely see that cord there at the top. But anyway, you know, like I said, I'm not going to pick this one with this core right now. Because I am not the type of picker that's talented enough to pick these open on a regular basis without being able to cheat like I am right now. So anyway, we can stick this key right back in here. We'll just line these discs back up. You can see them turn right back into place as that key falls into the correct spot. There we go. And almost there. There we go. Now we're good. And as you can see, this acrylic core just absolutely just goes so smooth in this thing. And really, you know, this acrylic core is really not meant to be picked because, one, the acrylic's softer than brass, or this steel one they have with it, or zinc. I'm not exactly sure what they make this out of, but it's definitely not brass because it's silver. But anyway, you know, this acrylic core is definitely not as hard as that. So, as in picking for it, I just don't recommend it. This is more of your showpiece. You know, and when I sell these, I'm going to sell both of these cores together just for that fact, so that you can, if you want to put this up on a shelf, put these discs right into it, you sure can. and say, hey, look at this, how this thing works internally. Look how, this Detainer ABUS works, because it's just going to go there and you can sit there and watch that little sidebar just drop right away. Boom, it just drops and goes so smoothly right in there, right off of this core. So, and then you can also see, how your gates just line up right in through there just perfectly, and then see where your false gates are, all that around there. So it's a really, really great display piece. Like I said, these will be for sales coming up soon on LS Security on eBay. If you're on Discord, you can also get a hold of me on Discord, and make sure that message me there. You get a little bit of discount there just because no eBay fees or anything like that involved. So anyway, I'll be on both of those through the LPU. And anyway, just a beautiful, beautiful piece of work here. Thanks Tim for making such a great cutout on the body. And like I said, I worked for a long time trying to get those cores just right, clear enough. I'm finding the right materials to get just a beautiful clear core so you can see right through it. And it took me a long time to get to this point, but boy, the work's really paid off, and it sure does just look beautiful. So anyway, that's what we have for you right now. I'm featuring the ABUS 8840 with the ABUS Plus core. This one does have a double butterfly disc in it, so it is a very high secure keyway. That is just a great display piece. Great to see how it works. Like I said, you can take the working cutout. You can pick on this thing all day long because it's all metal and hardy, and you're gonna be good to go. With those discs right there. So you can just exactly just get right in here and see. That thing is just going to be able to take all that you can give it. As a normal lock. But still, when you pick it, you're going to be cheating. So keep that in mind. So be good to pick that, and then maybe throw that core on there. And then and see how you do, so you can still see things working and and do that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Launching these off pretty soon. New ones coming out, and new videos should be launching here pretty soon. You probably already seen my previous videos. I've got the acrylic and the Century alloy Century core. Absolutely beautiful working piece of machinery there. And the cutout on it is absolutely gorgeous. I was able to take away almost the entire core on the Century, and it still be functional. And I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. Love the way it works. And then my newest one is the Protect 2 from Abloy, and that is, of course, a beast of a lock and a keyway. There's only a few people that I know that can really get into them. And it's done by alternative means that I've never seen done before. Of course, I haven't seen much at all because I'm still just this lowly old down low on the totem pole guy, still trying to learn how to navigate my way through the locks. But anyway, I did make these. I've got my Protect 2, got my Protect 2 cutout, and I got a Protect 2 in the acrylic. And that was amazing to watch and see that lock work internally, because it's got all kinds of security features, 360 degrees around that lock, and it is just amazing to watch. So be on the lookout for that one. That one will come up pretty soon, and I appreciate you watching, and have a good night.